Hey, my good caregivers. Good morning. Good morning. How's everyone doing? Wanted to come on and check in. I've kind of been missing in action. And the reason why is because I've been sick. Can you believe it? I've been sick. When I moved over here, a little while after I moved over here, I got COVID. I moved from like kind of a suburb area to a city area, and like I'm around a lot more people, and I caught this COVID. But that is not the real reason why I caught the COVID. This is why I believe I caught the COVID. For one, when I moved, I it was unexpected. I didn't expect that situation to happen. I had been renting a house, and the house was sold, and I was short notice, wasn't given a lot of notice or notice at all, really, and I had to move quickly. Now, the good thing was I had the resources to move. I had the support to move. That was a good thing. However, I didn't have an enter strategy. So I had an exit strategy, right? I had the exit strategy on how I was gonna get out of the house. I was gonna move. I had the resources to get the truck, all the things that you need to move. I had an exit strategy, but I didn't have an enter strategy. So the two ways to eliminate chronic stress, you need to have an enter strategy and an exit strategy. So I was listening to my coach the other day, a video she was doing, and she was talking about exit and enter strategies. She's the one who taught me how to create exit and enter strategies, right? Excuse me. And I thought about my situation when I was moving, and I thought, you know what? This is kind of parallel to what happened with me. I had an exit strategy, but I didn't have an enter strategy. So since it was last minute, no notice, when I moved, I didn't know. I moved to another state. I didn't know anything about the state, where to move, the best place to live, where to go, how to travel around. All of that, I had no idea. And I stayed with a relative for about a month and a half to, look around and see what I had to do. And living with, when you're living with others, it can be challenging. You know, everybody has their set routines and their ways. It can be challenging, especially when we're family members. So it was challenging and it was stressful. Also, I didn't have access to a kitchen like I usually have. So I wasn't able to cook and eat the way I normally eat. So I was eating out a lot. I found a few places where I could get some good, clean food. However, sometimes I wasn't able to. I had to go eat out, and I was able to get vegan options, but sometimes you really don't. You try your best to find out what exactly is in the food and things like that, but sometimes you don't have that option. And so I'm sure I was eating things that are not conducive to my way of lifestyle of eating. And I was not, when I was at my other location, I used to go to the gym 5 days a week. So I wasn't going to the gym, and I was running around doing a lot of things. I was helping my family members to get acclimated, to get their work job situation together, and we would just trying to find a place and all that. It was very stressful. It was chaotic. So all of that stress and all of that chaos, right? And not eating like I usually was eating, or moving my body, moving to a city from a suburb around a whole lot more people. And it was moving is listed as one of the 5 most stressful events in a person's life. So it was stressful. And so, boom, when you're under too much stress, it affects chronic stress, or too much stress, it impacts your immune system. Okay, so when we're stressed, chronically stressed or stressed, our body goes into a fight or flight mode, and the blood flow starts to move out to our limbs. We may have to run, fight, whatever we may have to do, and it moves away from the center of the body. The majority of our immune system is in the gut, and so my immune system wasn't at its peak, and it left me open, right? So I got sick, and so that's why I've been missing in action. But had I had more notice on my move, and I decided to go to another location, right? I could have went out, explored the land, see what's out there, made arrangements to look for the restaurants I needed or where to shop, maybe even stay at a hotel that had a kitchen. Like a lot of things I could have did if I had noticed. It wasn't so sudden, right? And then my entering into the new location would have been less stressful. I wouldn't have had the impact of the stress that I did. So it's so important if you're dealing with chronic stress to have exit and enter strategies. And if you are being challenged with chronic stress in your life and you don't see a way out, it's been consistent, now it's impacting your health. Now you're developing some kind of chronic diseases from this distress. And you need to get out of this stressful situation. It's really weighing on you. You need help. You need an exit strategy. You need an enter strategy. Because you can't just keep managing that stress. You need to get rid of it. So if that's you and you need support, help in that area, at Truly Plant Based, we're here to help you to learn how to create exit and enter strategies conducive to your particular situation and to help you to get out of that pattern of chronic stress. So if that's you, give us a call, contact us. The contact information is in the description. And you don't have to suffer with chronic stress. Now, the situation I was in, it wasn't a chronically stressful situation. It was an acute stressful situation because I got a place in about, I say, a month and a half. And so once I got in my own place, that situation was over. The stress went away. But it's chronic when it lasts 3 months or longer and you don't see a way out and it just seems never ending. And it's bringing on other types of chronic issues. And this is something that caregivers deal with a lot because sometimes they're dealing with loved ones who are sick for long periods of time. Sometimes they have loved ones who are disabled for life. And if it's their children, it may be a lifetime of caregiving, and caregiving can be very stressful. And caregivers are more prone to chronic diseases than others because of the chronic stress that they deal with. So if this is your challenge, give us a call, let us help you out. And I hope to be, well, not hope, I'll see you more often and I'm feeling better. But I'm glad to be back. And so you guys know what you got to do, right? You got to have an amazing day. And you got to eliminate that stress. Okay, take care.